welcome back, people, to another episode of Welcome's Football Talk. I'm your host, Welcome. You're welcome to tune in. You're welcome to chill and just listen to what I gotta say. You know the vibes, man. I don't have to go into details, man. But also, I want to say a big thank you to all the people that are watching my videos, even as a small percentage of you guys. But hey, I'm very appreciative of that. So I'm here chilling. I'm good. I can't complain. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's get that out of the way and let's get straight into it. So no Premier League football talk with me. I might do a Liverpool reaction to the 2-0 win against Southampton, but I might do, I might not. So, but we will see. But today I've got another video. It's away from England itself. We're in Paris, and today I have the title here. Let's talk about Paris Saint-Germain, PSG. Um, PSG are going through the dumps right now. They look like they've been knocked out of the Champions League by Man City. Right now, they don't look like they're going to be winning the League 1 title with Lille sitting on top. Look like they're going to run away with the League 1 title. Uh, Poch obviously was appointed a couple months back with Tuchel through mid-season, got sacked, and obviously look at him. He's off at Chelsea with a Champions League final and a FA Cup final to look forward to. Fam, crazy times, and you got Poch right now out of the Champions League, not looking like to win the league title. Obviously, he has won the one trophy already with Paris Saint-Germain, but it does look like he's in the sticks. There's even talks of Poch maybe out. Fam, it's crazy. So, for me, I wanted to do an overall dissect on Paris Saint-Germain. I wanted to, because I'm not sure if in my previous videos I've mentioned about Paris Saint-Germain being a team with no style of play, over reliant on the likes of Kylian Mbappe and Neymar, and no sorts of identity, no sorts of philosophy. So I wanted to I kind of really wanted to, gather my thoughts, do a bit of my research to look into this Paris Saint Germain team and see if they're really, you know, a club. And it goes to say, with the likes of, people questioning Paris Saint Germain to be a fashion club or a club. Do you know what I mean? So here, that's what I'm gonna do. Obviously, stay tuned. Like I said, once again, don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. You know the drill. So yeah, let's get straight into it. I want to start with my own personal idea of Paris Saint Germain. I must say, I was thinking before I did my video, I was thinking, "Raw, welcome. Are you a fan of Paris Saint Germain?" And I was like to myself, like, am I really a fan, or am I just a fan for what it, for what it, for its clothes, for its, fashionistas, for its, global marketing, and the fact that you kind of see Paris Saint Germain everywhere, the flashy stuff as well in training as well. I think Paris Saint Germain have like 4 kits this season, maybe 4 or 5. I do not know, but then again, yeah. So I was just thinking to myself, like, am I really a fan compared to the fan that I am for Liverpool? And I said to myself, I don't think I am, but I am at the same time. So I would say I'm a lukewarm fan of Paris Saint Germain. If there are in competitions, like for example, last season I did want Paris Saint Germain to win it. This season I did want Paris Saint Germain to go through. I think that's due to the likes of the fact that I do like Kylian Mbappe. I do think he's a prospect. Well, not even a prospect. I think he's proven. But obviously there's still heights that he needs to excel. But for what he's shown me, he's such a talent. I adore watching him. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Kylian Mbappe. He plays for Paris Saint Germain. If it ain't Liverpool in the Champions League, I'm rooting for Paris Saint Germain in League 1. Do I want Paris Saint Germain to win? Of course. So I would say yes. I remember the likes of David Beckham joining Paris Saint Germain. I'm a big fan of David Beckham as well. Zlatan as well. You got the likes of Marquinhos there as well. Verratti, quality players as well. So I've always been among keeping my eye out for Paris Saint Germain. I never went out my way to watch their games, but during the highlights, or sorry, like if they played a game, I'll go on YouTube to watch the highlights. Or like, did Paris Saint Germain win today and stuff like that. The likes of when Cavani was there as well, banging in goals. Fam, I was a big fan. You feel me? So, And when I say big fan, I was just a big fan of these big giants that were Paris Saint Germain and just watching them play. Do you get what I'm saying? But not necessarily it being Paris Saint Germain, but it was just seeing these big players play at this or sort of that level, and just seeing them play, I guess. So yeah, so that was it. And so I would say I'm a lukewarm fan. For example, like with Liverpool, I got two of their shirts. I signed up to the LFC Go. I also watched the under 23s alongside the under 18s. So I definitely go out my way to really rewatch games. Like for example, right now I'm currently rewatching the Southampton game. That we just sorry, I'm mixing up my words there. I'm rewatching the Southampton game. So yeah, so I would go out my way and say I'm a fan. But this season, Paris Saint-Germain has been going through the rut right now with like I said, with Paris Saint-Germain going out the Champions League semi-final, sorry, alongside Man City, and them not being in the contenders of winning the League 1, with Lille running away with it, it looks like. And also during mid-season, Tuchel being fired, and then obviously bringing in Poch. It's been crazy times. And boy, I'll start with Paris Saint-Germain as a whole. I've mentioned that they have no philosophy, no style of play, just over rely on their star players. And I wanted to look at PSG as a neutral, as just outside looking in. There's been questions when I searched up Paris Saint-Germain. There's been questions of, are they a fashion club or a actual club? The likes of Paris Saint-Germain teaming up with, collaborating with Nike, Bape, Levi's, and Jordan itself. That has brought in a lot of young people, especially who has the eye for the fashion kind of thing, purchasing their clothing. That also brings in money, revenue. That also brings in a different sort of market. For example, like Asia, to you can tell that Paris Saint-Germain is attracting these type of demographics, like all around the world. They want to be that global team within a sense, not just living in Paris as well. So, and you got the likes of Michael Jordan attending games sometimes. You got Kendall Jenner that attended games. You got the likes of Rihanna. These are like top superstars. You can tell that Paris Saint-Germain want that attraction. If anything, they have that lifestyle. That fashion lifestyle kind of thing. You can tell, especially when they were promoting their Jordan clothing brand, fam, it was at billboards everywhere, literally everywhere. I remember seeing it, and I remember some of their clothing items going out like that, especially the collaborative when they collaborated with Bape, bro. Some of their tops just went out instant. As fam, I remember that, and I wanted to get a pair, but the price was like, eesh. So I was like, yeah, let me just take a step back. You feel me? But then again, as well, the likes of working with Nike. I think they got a contract with Nike to 2032. That's worth like 80 billion per year. Fam, the Paris Saint-Germain. Obviously, they have their what's his name? Their chairman. Obviously, let me just search. Let me get his name. Obviously, I know it's about You know me, guys. Since if you've been watching my channel, pronunciation is not my thing. Nasser Al Khelif. I think that's kind of an easy one. Yeah, he's the man that obviously isn't. He works for. What's his business again? Sorry. I should have had it. I didn't want to talk about the chairman too much. He's an executive of something sports. Yeah, something. Yeah, what's it? Yeah, something sports as well. But you can just imagine the money they brought in, especially the likes of buying Neymar for like 220 million in 2017. Also bringing in Kylian Mbappe from Monaco, even though some people have said that's a bit of a sketchy deal and stuff like that. Bro, fam, yeah, that's all mad. Do you get what I'm saying? And the football politics and all of that is crazy as well, and especially how money has been passed around and business is conducting in this modern day. You can just, if it shows all signs of fugazi and just a bit weary. It's crazy. But yeah, so like I said, where do I start as well? So I'll start with just football itself. I've mentioned previously before that PSG has no style of play. I remember when I was watching the highlights of when Cavani was there, Mbappe, not Mbappe, Cavani, Zlatan, they had Lucas Moura as well, Marquinhos. Like, I remember just watching them and being like, they have some sort of identity. Do you get what I'm saying? They have some sort of identity. They have some sort of style of play as well. The long balls into Cavani, because you know that Cavani had great movement inside the box as well. That if you saw some of the goals that Cavani scored at Paris Saint-Germain, you can tell that they worked alongside with him because they know that Cavani has great movement, putting into the box, and Cavani can get a head to it or just a touch to it as well. So I felt that they had that sort of presence. I felt that they had that sort of presence. They had that sort of style of play. I remember them beating Barcelona during the first leg, but also capitulating in their 6-1 defeat. Wait, where did I have that? Yeah, in 6-1 defeat in aggregate in March 2017. I remember watching that game at my boy's house, and I was gutted, man. I was so in my head. I was like, how could you blow off this lead? Like, I was so annoyed. I was just so gutted as well. But then again, Barcelona came out and just turned it around. I can't remember the likes of Neymar, Messi, bruv. It was like, fam, it was just a crazy game as well. And if you're gonna play like that as well, fam, you deserve to be out as well. This is what I meant with Paris Saint-Germain. I felt that at that time in League 1, they were so dominant. But when it came to Champions League and with a team that obviously had a very core style of play, they always capitulated and always crumbled. So it was like they always seemed threatened when there was a likes of other teams that had a very core style of play. I remember us Liverpool beating PSG as well in the Champions League as well, and that as well. I just remember watching that game and I was thinking, well, in my head, I was kind of confident that Liverpool was going to win because it was just like, it seems that for time and time again that they've been relying on these star players, Zlatan, Thiago Silva, Cavani, to kind of bail them out as well. So it was just no emphasis on the team. It was just individual brilliance, like Man United have. That which Man United fans kind of say they just Man United just rely on individual brilliance, and it was the same thing with Paris Saint-Germain. Like I said, there's no concrete style of play. There's nothing that you can say, raw, that's Paris Saint-Germain's way. Like, I can see I can see right now with Man City, we all know that Pep never done defense. He never worked with defense. But at the same time, yeah, even though when he was at Barca, Bayern Munich, you can see Pep football. You feel me? Even though there's new defensive structures in place at Man City right now, with likes of Ruben Diaz and Laporte and John Stones, fam, you can see definitely there's a new way that Pep Guardiola is playing alongside his defense, alongside his attacking players. But you can see Pep football. You can see Ancelotti's football. You can see, for example, a Jurgen Klopp football. Everybody knows about the Gergen pressing and the heavy metal football that we play. Fam, it's easy in the eye, and you can see that over the years it's been incorporated and it's been in place, and we've been attributed to that style of play. With Paris Saint-Germain, I've never seen that. Obviously, with the last, I remember that the couple managers, Laurent Blanc, Unai Emery, and Thomas Tuchel, found different philosophy, different styles as well. Even though Tuchel got them into the final and he tried to implement some few things, fam, I have to give my credit to Tuchel now, because I've been giving Tuchel some stick, and I've always said, it's the manager that's not coaching the players right, or not coaching not implement his philosophy. But then again, I feel like now looking at Poch, who's there, I feel like Paris Saint-Germain, if you're gonna get Paris Saint-Germain, I think you inherit the idea that there's no style of play. I think you inherit that style of play has been so disorganized throughout the years that now, for example, you are relying on Neymar and Mbappe. For example, last season when they were in the final, you can see that they wanted to rely on Kylian Mbappe was not up to par, Neymar was not up to par. What else was there? And the thing for me as well, I never liked individual players. I've always liked play as a team. For example, Henderson is not the technically most gifted player at Liverpool, but I like the fact that he works alongside with the team. Do you get what I'm saying? He can help out Trent. He can help out Robbo. He can help out Wijnaldum. And obviously you got the likes of Salah, who's a phenomenal player, but we don't rely on Salah. Even though this season he's carried us this season, but you can over the years, I'm just saying that we can see as a collective we've all played together as well as a team. Look at Pep with Man City right now. You can see that everybody's playing as a team, despite the fact that they've got some key magnificent players. Magnificent. magnificent players. So it's definitely something that PSG don't have, and I think they've lacked it over the years that I've seen them play, and I think this season has just highlighted so much, especially because you got the likes of Neymar on in Kylian Mbappe. These Neymar, if it wasn't Ronaldo and Messi, the fam, you talk about Neymar, especially what the pedigree that Neymar has been onto. You would think that Neymar is the guy. You feel me? Especially at a team like PSG, you can bring in everyone, or you can link up the play with everyone. Yes, you got Di Maria as well, but you got Asian Di Maria. You got Verratti. He's not just Verratti that can play by himself. So it's just not it. And Icardi, I don't know whether or not you guys think he's a good player or not. But for example, we're seeing him in the second leg of Man City. He wasn't cutting it. So yeah, I have to say that the likes of Thiago Silva and Cavani and Zlatan Ibrahimovic and David Luiz all leaving. Fam, I don't know what it is with. Like, do they get star players for leave? For example, there's talks of Kylian Mbappe leaving Paris Saint-Germain. I remember, I think a couple of years back, FSG was looking to sign Kylian Mbappe. But it's like what is Paris Saint-Germain? I know they're a team that want to get Champions League. That's what they're here for. They bought Neymar for that for that reason. Get Neymar in and get and win the Champions League. But it's not as easy as you think. Like, it's like if you take out Neymar and Kylian Mbappe, fam, they're an average team. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I love Kimpembe, and I love Kimpembe. I think he's such a talented player. I love Marquinhos, yeah. But I'm looking at it not just as an individual, but as a playing style. If you forget them, fam, they're not it, and we've seen that. Kylian Mbappe was injured. He was on the bench in the second leg of Man City. Marquinhos was not Marquinhos. Neymar was trying to pull everyone, but he's not that guy. And Neymar's never been that guy to carry the team. The likes of Barcelona, he had Messi, Suarez, Busquets, Alaba. Fam, he got so many great players alongside him that he can work a lot. We can work for the team, and there's obviously an identity with Barcelona's football. You feel me? But with Paris Saint-Germain, there's none of that. So it's so disjointed. That's why I remember watching the PSG versus Man City game. I was so annoyed because it was like, there's nothing there's nothing there that screams out to me, this is what they're trying to do. Even if they lost out the game, they didn't try to do anything. It was like, fam, when I saw Neymar coming in almost like to the middle of the pitch here just to receive the ball, that's not where you want Neymar to be. You feel me? That is not it. I saw Neymar on the wing. I saw him on the left wing. I'm also on my left back, just to trying to pick up balls. Fam, that's if you're a manager of a Paris Saint-Germain team, and you got the likes of Neymar onto the, you should never tell. Fam, I would tell Neymar, don't track back. Don't try to pick up the ball. You have the centre backs and the full backs and the midfield play alongside and play to the Neymar's attributes. To Neymar's attributes. That's why with this current time, it's system football right now. That's why with Trent, for example, whether or not you like Trent or not, or think he's good right back or not, within our system, he plays very well. Do you get what I'm saying? We obviously shadow some of his flaws, even though it's obviously this season you can see some of his flaws, but before over the years, that system that we've played, that's where you can say that Jordan Henderson is, obviously I think Jordan Henderson is good, he's decent enough, but that's where the likes of Millie can come in and play. That's the likes of Ronaldo can play. Workman like. That's what Jurgen likes to play with. So you can see the system that's in play. But with Paris Saint-Germain, fam, is none of that. It's like, oh, give the ball to Neymar and let's Neymar do something. Fam, he's not a wizard. You feel me? So it was completely, utterly just annoying to watch as well. Neymar should never be a player to be tracking back to receive, to get the ball and push on forward. And if example is as well, if you're gonna get Neymar to track back, if he's looking in front of him, if there's no Kylian Mbappe, what you got Icardi, Di Maria, nah, not at all, man. So I think the whole idea as well, I think the whole structure of football in Paris Saint-Germain is just so disjointed, even to the academy players. I'm gonna list a couple of academy players, yeah, because I know what's his name? Nasser Al-Khelaifi also invested into the academy. Obviously, that brought back some sort of he invested. I can't remember the figures, but he invested some money into the academy. But most of the academy projects have left. You got Rabiot, who's at Juventus, left. You got Adil Atucci. Excuse me, Atucci. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but I remember watching it in the Paris Saint-Germain academy, and this guy's a top player, one for the future. I watch him, Adil Atucci. Quality player, man, but he's off at Saint Etienne. I think he run down his contract. He didn't sign a new contract, and he went off away. But Paris Saint-Germain letting him go as well. Kingsley Coman as well. He's a Paris Saint-Germain academy player as well. He left as well. He obviously went to Juve, then he went to Bayern Munich as well. Marti Gunduzi as well. Dembele, fam. These are good players that you would think that, okay, bring them up through the academy, then bring them into the first team and get a style, and then obviously have a unique style play for the Paris Saint-Germain, for the academy players to look up and be like, hey, I want to get into that first team. But look at the names that I've listed, fam. They all left. Do you get what I'm saying? Kingsley Coman has obviously won trophies. Look at him now. At 24 years old, I think 24, 25 years of age, look, he's won the Bundesliga again with Bayern Munich. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm not sure whether Kingsley Coman is that top, player or not. But at Paris Saint-Germain, I know he was a quality player, and I remember seeing him. And you felt that if he did stay, and if there was some sort of philosophy there, fam, they could have gone to to the likes of going to the Champions League and winning it and stuff like that. But they didn't. And look, structure, and we're talking about money. $1 billion has been spent on players and wages, and that's why I think the likes of academy players just going up, because if you've got the likes of David Beckham, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Thiago Silva also who left, fam, these players are not iconic players, but these are players of mad pedigree. So obviously the wage bill will be crazy. So you're thinking, as a young player, how am I going to get into that first team if these players are on this massive wage bill, and obviously they are meant to be in the starting lineups, but I'm just here. Of course you're going to leave. Do you get what I'm saying? The likes of Verratti as well, quality player, but I know he's probably on a crazy wage bill as well. The likes of Marquinhos, I know he's probably on a crazy wage bill as well. So it's like, what is the point as well? So even though they got a youngster called Xavi Simons who he left Barcelona Academy is going through the rut themselves as well. I don't blame him for leaving as well. But the likes of him probably getting to first team obviously I know he had his first match couple recently as well, but to him, the likes of him getting to the first team is crazy. Especially, and I feel sorry for him because he's such a talented player, but he's going to a team, especially in this day and age of football, we talk about having systems. Fam, there's no system in place. And Poch, fam, his first 10 games, he was the lowest ever. He lost 19 points, and that's the first ever time that any manager at Paris Saint-Germain has, got mad lowest points. Do you feel me? And people can say, oh, Poch is not these players, watch when his investment comes. But look at Tuchel. Self-explanatory. Those are not his players, but look what he's done as well. Even though I do feel like it's a good team to inherit, because Chelsea do have quality players, but it's the same with it's the same with flipping Paris Saint-Germain. Fam, I don't care what you got. I don't care what you say. The little time that you spend, you should obviously be at, especially in the League 1. Paris Saint-Germain is at top. You should not be falling short of that as well. So it's so many things wrong at that Paris Saint-Germain team. I wrote here as well, lack of discipline, 3 games, 3 red cards. Di Maria got a the first leg of the Man City Champions League final. Idrissa Gueye got a red card. Second leg, Di Maria got a red card. The game yesterday that Paris Saint-Germain needed to win, they drew 1-1 against Rennes. Kimpembe got a red card as well, straight red from a crazy slide tackle. You know what I mean. But got a red card as well. Lack of discipline. So in my head, I'm thinking, Poch, are you unequipped to manage this team or coach this team as well? Yes, Paris Saint-Germain has very high level players, but I also think, is that down to the fact that Paris Saint-Germain is meant to be seen as these, fashionistas, that lifestyle? They have to be attributed that to their football as well, but when it's not really that it. Do you get what I'm saying? Because if I was a Paris Saint-Germain, if I went to see Paris Saint-Germain, yes, I can see the Jordans, I can see the Bape, I can see, yes, that is great, the great clothing brands and stuff like that. But as a football fan, when you go to watch their games, for example, now, like, I've watched one of their 2 games, I'm just looking at them like, what is going on here? Do you get what I'm saying? This football is not nice. This football is not this. Do you get what I'm saying? If Paris Saint-Germain was in the Premier League, they will get ripped to shreds. You feel me? That's what I rather watch West Ham than watch Paris Saint-Germain, because I know if I'm watching Paris Saint-Germain, that's the thing as well. People that watch Paris Saint-Germain, I think you're just only watching it for Kylian Mbappe or Neymar, the superstars, and that's it. You forget about everyone else. You feel me? Yes, we saw like Marquinhos had a great, Keylor Navas as well, great goalkeeper. But at the same time, subconsciously, I think you're really watching it for Kylian Mbappe and Neymar, just to see what they do, because they put themselves in such a high pedigree. But you forget the rest of the rest of them. You feel me? Because if you think about Man City, yes, you got Phil Foden, but you got Kyle Walker, you got Edison, even though I think he's a waste man. But the fact that you got Edison, you got Kyle Walker, you got Zinchenko, I think that's his name. You got Mahrez, you got Sterling, you got even Aguero messed up the Panenka, but over years you've seen great players. For example, even then as well, I do feel like Man United had those rely maybe on those individual brilliance. But I do like watching Pogba, I do like watching Wan-Bissaka, I do like watching Greenwood, I do like watching Bruno Fernandes. You feel me? Luke Shaw, who's having a great season this season, fam. It's great to see. But with Paris Saint-Germain, he's just saying Neymar and Mbappe. It's falling short. It's falling short for that Paris Saint-Germain team, man. I don't know what's. It's like, if anything, they're like the Arsenal of Paris Saint-Germain, but the only difference is they got money. That's it. Do you know what I mean? They got money. They got an owner who's filthy rich as well. But at the same time, what's the point? Do you know what I mean? Tuchel left as well. He obviously got in conflict with Leonardo, one of the sporting directors at Paris Saint-Germain. Apparently, Thomas Tuchel was actually the best out of all the managers. He got 6 trophies in 2.5 years, 2 league earns, and a domestic treble. But at the same time, the conflict with Leonardo, sporting director, apparently Tuchel actually wanted Antonio Rudiger. Is it Antonio's first name? But he wanted Rudiger, but he got and that Danilo Pereira guy from FC Porto. Fam, if you want transfer requests and they're not backing you for that as well, obviously because he's the coach, fam, you know what you want what you want, fam. And if you're not getting backed, in one of the interviews, Tuchel mentioned that at Paris Saint-Germain, it felt that he was much more of a sports politician rather than a coach. It says a lot. So was it Tuchel? I don't think and I think Tuchel was even 1 point behind, like third or something like that. Even though he wasn't having a great season over at Paris Saint-Germain. But look what Poch is doing at the moment as well. It's very crazy to see what Poch is doing as well. And I feel like now is he really equipped to manage this Paris Saint-Germain team? If anyone is as well at this current time as well. And I generally think there's not much managers out there to kind of reach. Julian Nagelsmann has gone off to Bayern Munich. I don't know what about Allegri. There's talks about him going back to Juve, fam, especially after Juventus obviously lost out against AC Milan. I think 4-0, 3-0. Fam, Pirlo is not the guy, fam, to manage Juve, especially them going out of the Champions League as well. So the likes of Allegri coming out. I think Ten Hag has gone to another. I don't know, but fam. So I think they might stick with Poch, and I think they might just back him. So I know there's talks about Poch might be out. But at the same time, I think he's definitely gonna stay there. He's gonna be given a chance. But I feel like what Poch is doing at Paris Saint-Germain, especially seeing him what he did in the Champions League semi-finals, was disgraceful. I think he coached the team and managed the team so wrong in that game. Well, both legs as well. He just capitulated himself, man. So it's a tragedy to see what Paris Saint-Germain's doing. But at the same time, it's not only this season. It's the past couple of years, man. Paris Saint-Germain has just fallen short and they've always kind of messed up. They brought Neymar in to win the Champions League, but you can't win a Champions League on your ones. Like, we won the Champions League we won the Champions League without Salah and Bobby Firmino. And that was a time where Salah was on form. Bobby was doing his thing. Fam, we had Origi. Do you get what I'm saying? And the way that people tarnish Origi probably this season, especially what this current season is, and people Origi he's not a top player, but we won it with Origi and Shaqiri, and they're not first team players. You feel me? So you can't win a team with just based on one player. It seemed, and it shows when in that second leg of the Champions League final. Why I keep saying final, semi-final against Man City, you can see Neymar can't drag the team to win. So I think there's a lot to do at Paris Saint-Germain, especially. I feel like you can't just buy yourself a team. That's what I feel like Paris Saint-Germain was doing. They obviously tried to buy Neymar. Oh, no, they did buy Neymar. They got Kylian Mbappe, but you can't buy those players and expect guys, we've got them now. We're gonna win a Champions League, fam. You shouldn't, fam. Even this season as well in the Champions League final, Bayern Munich should have beaten you, but it was just unlucky that their chances didn't go into the to the back of the net. Because even the first leg, fam, they had so many chances, and Paris Saint-Germain had a few. Even though Neymar assisted on that, cool. And you can say probably, oh, but Paris Saint-Germain beat Barcelona. Barcelona is not the same. You've beaten Barcelona. I think Roma beat Barcelona as well. Fam, Barcelona is not the same. This is not the same Barcelona. Barcelona is finished. It's gone. It's done and dusted. They need a revamp. That's a team that needs a rebuild. The likes of all the European teams right now need a rebuild. Real Madrid need a rebuild. Barcelona need a rebuild. Roma needs a rebuild. Juve needs a rebuild. Paris Saint-Germain needs a rebuild. And the likes of Lille coming in, I'm actually proud of them. Do you feel me? So yes, they might say Farmers League, but it's a league of talents. And when you have talents, fam, you can win games. You do what I mean? And so they've done, and they've got them to a position where they could be winning the league. Fam, they've got a 35-year-old striker who was a free agent. Fam, it's crazy, man. And do you get what I'm saying? So, like, fam, Neymar who kind of thing, and them as well. At least they got a style of play. They've got a little identity about themselves. I was watching the Lille versus Lyon game, and boy, when I was watching Lille, I was like, round of applause. They beat Lille 3-2, but what a game that was. So, boy, Paris Saint-Germain have a lot to answer for, man. But at the same time, I'm gonna see what happens to them. I'm gonna see what they're gonna do next season, especially Poch as well. But I'm not at this point now. I'm not really rating Poch as well. I kind of gave him credit, like, you know, he stayed top four in a Tottenham with a Tottenham side. Obviously, that didn't get backed. He obviously reached the final, but Tottenham as well, without Poch as well, they're even a disgrace themselves. So, but it is what it is, man. Let's see, man. If Harry Kane, like, fam, they might. That's why I feel like maybe Harry Kane might go Paris Saint-Germain, man. He might go. It's an easy trophy to win. Obviously, if he goes to Paris Saint-Germain, he can win a trophy, and obviously try to do one in the Champions League as well. We'll see, innit? But anyways, that's my PSG analysis. That's what I've got to say about Paris Saint-Germain. But boy, we'll see in it. But Paris Saint-Germain have been shit for a while, but people don't. It's hidden by the fact that they've got money and they have good clothing brand, good clothing, and they partner well with other people as well. But they're just a team that has full of money, but at the same time, when it comes to football, fam, you're not really it, fam. I guarantee you, Burnley was in the Paris Saint-Germain, well, in League, they will, bruv, they will have PSG on toast, bruv. You feel me? But anyways, congratulations to Lille. I'm putting out to existence that Lille's gonna actually beat the team. I think if they beat the next opponent that they have, I don't know who it is, I think they're on course of winning the league, and I think there's only 2 games remaining, so it is what it is. But yeah, that's my PSG analysis. It's me, your host. Welcome's Football Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. Take care, people.